Hello everybody, this is Sparks. Welcome to another episode of Sparks Plays Minecraft. Today we're starting the episode a little differently. I am not on the accidental server right now. I play on a server run by a lovely other Minecrafter, YouTuber called Aerophite, who we've done stuff with in the past, and I've been warned. I've been warned that something has been done to my base and it looks like it's got something to do with carrots. So I just thought I'd... Oh wow. I heard from a friend that you like carrots. These carrots are in no way sexual. CrazyMan47. I hope you find them delicious because now you have plenty. You can breed all the pigs that you want, but you only have one pig. Welcome to the prank wars. Glad to have you and good day, sir. Aerophite and Jakethecool1. Oh dear. This was all beautiful grass. This, it shouldn't take me too long to clean up, but in fact it's very impressive. Oh wow. My world isn't loading very well, there we go. The house design is based on a building style by Lynchy Inc, by the way, which I've been experimenting with on this server, but I don't want to jump. I haven't done much on this server, but this is interesting. Oh good, they didn't deal with my cows then. That is a lot of carrots. Most of them don't seem hydrated. All along the sides. Wow. Okay, well, I guess I will possibly montage the tidying up of this, or I may just go back over to the main Let's Play world now. Thanks very much, Jakethecool and Aerophite. I'm not quite... Oh, there's a chest as well. Hang on. I'm not quite sure if CrazyMan had anything to do with this. He plays on this server as well. How do I get down there without trampling the things I'm going to destroy later anyway? Oh. Oh. Okay, that's from the reference from the fan art that we showed in our last episode. The carrot hoe. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. Gonna grab myself a water bucket. There we go, all tidied up. Didn't take all that long, and thankfully there were pieces of grass missing, well, pieces of grass that they'd missed under chests and by that ladder and things. So it actually started regrowing quite quickly, but I did go and silk touch a bit of grass to help it along. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 43, 44, 45 and a bit stacks of carrots. I suppose I need to go into the pig industry, into the big pig business, because at the moment I am mostly focused on cows, since you get leather from them as well. They're a little bit better, but I suppose I can squander my wealth. Yeah, thanks very much, Aerophite and Jakethecool, of course. Anyway, let's head back over to the accidental server and get some work done. Alright, here we are, we're back on the accidental game server, and if you know anything about me, other than the fact that I'm Swiss, which has been mentioned several times now, you should know that I struggle to stay on one project for long. So this is the third ongoing project I have at the moment in my single player on this server, but bear with me. The plan here is possibly clear from what I have on me here. I recently made a video looking at nether quartz generation in the nether and how what level it spawns at, things like that. And I sort of talked about shaft mining for it and how possible I thought that would be. So rather than just postulating about it, I've decided to give it a go on the accidental game server. We do need a lot of quartz for an upcoming project, so I've gone down, dug down to Y18, which is fairly low. Nether quartz is pretty spread out, but I'm going to try that level, why not? And the aim is going to be to use iron picks to dig through and collect the nether quartz. Fire resist is going to be very important for this. If you look at my video, there's now in the new generation for nether generation, there's little pockets of lava all over the place. So my plan is to use buckets to pick up the lava when I come across it and use it as fuel to smelt down the nether rack I collect into nether brick, which will give me XP, and it should also mean that I can condense down all the blocks that I pick up, and you know, nether brick can become the new cobblestone of the accidental games server. So this is a very big experiment. I want to see sort of how much nether brick slash XP slash quartz I get per iron that I put into it, something like that, because obviously wandering around the main nether is still a valid way of searching for the quartz because it's dotted all over the place. It's very common. I have a Fortune 3 pick on me for picking up the quartz. I could silk touch it as well, I suppose. I'm not going to be mining all this out on camera, but I will give this a bit of a try. Oh, here's our first quartz. Fortune 3. Delicious. Something else I might do before I continue here is actually go and enchant a book, because I'm getting pretty levelly. Wow, you get a lot of XP from this stuff. So there we go. I've already gained something from this from this area. Obviously, you can use the netherrack to fill this in as well. So I'm just going to pop over to the Enderman farm actually for a second. Let's do an enchant. Okay, those levels have been used up. I went and put fire protection 4 on all my armour. I already had a fire protection 3 chest plate, which is why it's a bit damaged, but I upgraded it to 4. I'm very aware that lava is a real danger with this project. I don't want to drink the fire resist unless I have to, so the fire protection will give me a bit more time to take a sip of that delicious elixir. I'm going to be doing a standard style shaft mine. Oh, I enchanted my picks as well. Efficiency and breaking, low level enchants just to use up what I had left. So I'm going to do one. I'm going to do a 2 block space in between each shaft, and then make each shaft head off in a set direction. I hope you guys can see okay. I might have to raise the brightness or something for YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to give this a try and cut in if anything interesting happens, / come back when I've used up a pick or something like that. Alright, well, that's our first lava flow caught. Let's see what we can do about capturing it. Lava is a very good resource to get hold of. In the nether it flows a lot faster than in the overworld, so it's a little tricky to deal with. Okay, bucket at the ready. Gotcha. Okay, so we can use that as fuel, is the plan, to smelt down the nether rack and get ourselves some more XP from this shaft mine. My next pick is almost out. 500. I'm using the F3 screen to make sure that I am digging out sensible length shafts. Okay, so by the way, this is going to be the only video I really do about this shaft mine. I'll be looking at how efficient it is, and I'll probably keep using it. That's depending on how I feel by the end of this trial. But yeah, I know it's not that interesting to do more than one video about, but it seems to be working interestingly, and people might want to adopt this for use on their own server. I've gone too far. I wanted to go to 513. This is what happens when I mine and talk at the same time. 507. There we go. It's nice in the nether, you don't have to worry about lighting up for pigmen. Alright, well, that's the end of our small little test. This pick did break, it's still there. Servers are a bit weird with picks at the moment. It broke again, it'll probably come back again in a moment. So yeah, end of the test, didn't have to use either of the fire resistance potions, which is great. It was a 15 by 50 area, too high, that I dug out, more or less, using those 3 picks. So that was 6 iron, 9 iron, what am I talking about, for 2 and almost 3 stacks of quartz. My armour didn't take much of a beating. It was definitely handy though. I did walk into one piece of lava when it started flowing, and we can use that lava now, I believe, to self-sufficiently, if I take out the coal, start cooking netherrack, which will give us more XP, and also it'll also shrink down the amount of blocks we get from the project, so you don't end up with chests and chests of the stuff. Yep, so you get these nether bricks now since the update. So it was an interesting test. It seems to me like a fairly interesting way of getting it. I think it took me longer than walking through the nether, but you get more out of the same area. I'm digging below the lava lakes, so there aren't very many caves to deal with. We're at 12 levels at the moment. I'm just going to try and smelt all of this, or as much of it as I can, with the lava that I got, and then we can work out how many levels we got from it and whether we individually think it's worth it. I'd like to hear what people have to say about the possibility of nether quartz shaft mines, and whether they reckon it's a valid amount of time spent. I mean, I know people feel differently about normal shaft mines anyway, like in the overworld. Personally, I quite enjoy shaft mining if I'm feeling like doing something dull and monotonous, which I occasionally do. You know, you just want to relax, listen to some music or some podcasts, and you can with shaft mining, and you can get some good things from it. Alright, well, a little bit surprised actually. I got a bit confused. I think that may be a bug with lava buckets. Like the fullness of this bar was at 100% the whole way through. I was like, wow, this thing smelts loads, it hasn't even dipped at all, and then suddenly it went down to 0. Lava can smelt 100 items per bucket, so I only managed to do about 5 stacks of netherrack, so I also got about 2 more levels of XP, so not a huge amount. I have a lot of leftover netherrack, so some coal may have to be used to condense everything down properly. I should explain the point of this cave. This cave is just, I dug to where I wanted to in the nether from the nether, and I decided that for brewing I wanted to be able to use water. So the cave is more or less just for the brewing. I have the smelting in here as well. The portal happened to open up in this tiny little enclosed cave, which is quite cool. So I'm thinking, I was just hanging around waiting for this to cook. It might make more sense for the furnaces to be in the nether so they're loaded while you're mining. Apart from that, I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. The lava wasn't too difficult to deal with. So that's 13 levels and almost 3 stacks of quartz in exchange for 9 pieces of iron, if you want to do it like that. It's very easy to get wooden things for the shaft, for the picks, and if you wanted to, next to your brewing stand here, you could have a cobblestone generator. You could just use stone picks. So yeah, I think it may be a fairly viable method if you feel like doing something monotonous and need nether quartz. I'm gonna keep doing this off camera for a little bit, play around with it, and see how I feel. I'm a bit disappointed that the lava you collect isn't quite enough to smelt all the netherrack you pick up. That was part of the plan. But yeah, I'm going to finish off. We're going to do another jump. We've been all over the place this episode, I know, but we're going to go back to the storage room. I finished collecting all the iron I needed for that, so I will meet you over there. Alright, well, we're back here in my sorting area. I just realised, I've just edited the first and second parts of this video, that in the second part with the nether, I accidentally resized my Minecraft window, so I'm sorry about the black lines for that section. Anyway, I have finished collecting all the iron required for the hoppers going around here. So you've got this line of hoppers running along the top that feed all the different filters. The one at the end doesn't have a filter, it just goes straight down. Over here though, we've got dead bushes to hold things in place, and then there's a containing chest with occasionally with a furnace. So iron, gold, diamond, cobblestone will go into here. When it receives coal, it will smelt it to smooth stone. And I just wanted to run a test for this. So I've got a bunch of things you might find, and I'm just going to pop them in here for now. So we've got coal, iron, redstone. You'll be able to put these all in a chest rather than have it run through. So at the moment, the coal input for this is flickering, which means that coal should be collecting in this system here. The gold, this is one of the problems with this system. The gold coal filter isn't going to get any coal until the iron one is filled up, which is a bit of a downside and a bit unfortunate. The iron one though is full, and as soon as it receives some iron, we should see it filtering that through. It's running through the lapis at the moment. There isn't a chest for lapis, so it should eventually end up in the misc chest. Yep. Put in some diamond as well. And this shouldn't get stuck in any way. As soon as this starts getting iron, it'll start smelting it, and as soon as it smelts, it'll put it through. I'm not sure how I feel about the hiss that this machine makes. I can get rid of it, but I risk slowing down the system. Let's see if the lapis has made its way through. Yep, there we go. A thing that isn't sorted like flint will make it through to the end as well, hopefully. What else do we have? Got some gold and iron, things like that. So mostly redstone, to be honest. We've got some emeralds as well. There's a change I'd like to make with this system, and that is at the moment there's nowhere on this wall for me to put items into the sorter. So I've decided, rather than having a misc at the end here, if it made it through, I want to get rid of the coal one, which is unlikely to be used anyway. Replace coal with misc, and then have this as the input. So I'll be using some sort of hopper lift to bring it up to this level, and then I'll be able to put items in here and it'll filter through, and then it'll come through here if it's misc. So the iron is smelting, that's good. The gold is there, but it doesn't have any coal yet, so it won't be able to smelt yet. And likewise, the cobblestone I put in will make it round to the cobblestone furnace, but and it's low priority. So if the gold and the iron are both full, then cobble can be smelted. Redstone's making it through. The emeralds made it through. This is the first test I've done of it, but it seems to be running pretty smoothly. Anyway, that's about all we have time for in this episode. I hope that you managed to keep up with the wild bouncing back and forth between different areas. I'd love to hear what people think about the possibilities of quartz shaft mining. And once again, thank you very much for all the carrots, Aerophite and Jakethecool. This was Sparks. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.